In our quest to flee from winter and learn how to sail and operate our 34-foot Moody sailboat, we encountered some mild haziness in eastern North Carolina as we entered the Currituck Sound. We thought it wasn't any big deal and that the sun maybe would just burn off the haze. We are very inexperienced sailors. We didn't realize that NOAA had posted a warning about zero visibility fog. And sure enough, visibility became less and less until we really couldn't see anything at all.
Okay, well, the fog has gotten much thicker and heavier, and we were not able to see the next marker, and it started getting shallow, so we're turning around.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. This is what our exact GPS location looked like on our second try.
So this is the location where the fog was too thick and we had to turn around.
Well, one of the things about sailing and liveaboarding and cruising lifestyle is that you get to anchor out a lot, and that certainly can save a tremendous amount of money because you're basically anchoring out for free. So I decided to take a look at our ground tackle. That's what they call the anchor gear, ground tackle. And I used some Rust-Oleum paint left over from the engine that I've been working on, and I marked off marks on the chain every 10 feet, so I would know when I laid the chain how many feet I had, and that would help me to do that. So we are looking forward to being able to anchor out, and we're all set. We'll have our new Rocknet anchor. We have our chain all marked out. We even have a little swivel on it, and we're really looking forward to being able to not have to pay for marinas all the time and begin to really anchor out. As far as the Atlantic Yacht Basin, it's a really nice marina. They were really very nice there. I got a lot of input from the mechanics, and I definitely would recommend that place to stay. It's kind of the last jumping off point before you really go into about 100 miles of wilderness. So we certainly wanted to stock up on groceries and try to be self-sufficient as we entered into the wilderness, as it were. Of course, we had all the normal barge traffic on the canal, although normally they're supposed to have a no-wake zone, but this particular barge seemed like they were in a hurry and they didn't go slow enough to not have a wake. But this was the most unusual boat that I've ever seen, and if any of you can identify what it might be, I would love to hear it. Please leave a comment. At first I thought it was like the Batmobile, some type of multi-millionaire or billionaire's personal yacht. But then I thought maybe it's an experimental vehicle, and then as it got a little closer, I thought, maybe it's a military vehicle. So if any of you might know what this vehicle might be, actually I shouldn't call it a vehicle, it's actually a vessel, please leave a comment. I have no idea. Is this a hovercraft that's just not being activated, so it's like in the water still? I really don't know. Those of you that may be in the military, please leave a comment if it is in fact a military vessel. Well, as I mentioned, we were about to head into about 100 miles of no diesel, no fuel, no grocery stores, no Walmarts, and so we decided to stock up. Good morning, everybody. We've waited about 4 days for a weather window to open up, and so now it's about 6:45 in the morning. The sun's coming up. You ready, Skipper?
I'm ready.
So let's talk about our trip today. So you will double the bow line. I'll unloose the spring lines, and I will double the stern line and crank up the motor. I will turn the boat's butt behind us so we can start backing up, and I'll release my stern line, and then you can fend off as you're releasing.
As the bow goes closer to the pier.
Releasing your bow line, and then we'll take off. And it's the same trip we took last time, so
yes, it is.
Yeah. And basically, we'll get to the point where the fog hit, and then we'll be out in the Currituck Sound. And weather should be good today, minimal waves, and not high winds, and it isn't a very narrow channel, but we'll be fine. And then it's only 31 miles trip to Coinjock, and Coinjock is a shoaling areas that will just slow down, and I have them marked on the chart. The Active Captain website that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
People wrote in, and I got the coordinates, and when we get to that point, we'll just slow down and keep an eye out, and then move it forward so we can cross the Albemarle and get it south in the warmer weather. So, what do you have for me?
Well, just the bridges again, and it's a weekend, so the first bridge is Centerville Turnpike Swing Bridge, and there was a question about whether they open at 8:30 regardless, so I called, and they will open for us on command. So we're probably going to get there about 7:30ish, and so she'll open that for us. And then
That's good.
and then the next bridge is the North Landing Swing Bridge, and that's on the hour and a half hour. And I think it was about 40 minutes or so between the two bridges when we went last time. So.
Okay, great. Well, I can't really think of anything else. Good job on the bridge situation there. We did fix our microphone on the VHF.
On the VHF works great.
So
retaped it all,
hopefully it'll be an uneventful day, and we should get into Coinjock at like noon. Since we're getting up, we got up at like 5 a.m. this morning. You made your delicious scrambled eggs and cheese, and toast and coffee, and it's only going to take us. We can go like 5-6 knots. We should be there in about 5 hours.
That would be
So you
great.
ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I know you want to get heading down south. My buddy's sailing to Cuba. They got to catch up with him. I asked him to bring me back some Cuban cigars. Think he'll do it? I think he will.
So Vinny just navigated us through some really shallow water for where we've been, and good job. And it's a little warmer, nice and sunny, and wind calmed down a little bit. All right, does that give you enough?
You're good? Oh yes, plenty. Mm-hmm. You're good?
All right, yep.
Well, we arrived safely here in Coinjock, North Carolina. Coinjock Marina. We went down the Currituck Sound and had a very kind of uneventful passage, which is just the kind of passages that I like. And it was a beautiful day, sunny and really nice. We've been waiting for a couple of days because the weather wasn't great, and now it's getting better. So we'll be here for a couple of days, and then we're going to be sailing across Albemarle Sound. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. There's more stuff coming up.